Earlier this summer, City Council passed an ordinance. It broadened the requirements for when emergency cooling, warming, and air quality centers need to be opened. For instance, rather than 3 days of 100-degree temps, the city now has to open cooling centers after just 2 days of 95-degree temps. Well, in order to make that happen, it's going to cost a bit of money, so today the council voted to make a change to the budget. They allocated an additional $150,000 out of the general fund to pay to operate these centers. The hope is between the plan and the money, the city will no longer have to scramble to keep vulnerable people safe from dangerous weather events. Council also approved tonight another nearly $200,000 for overnight shelter beds. The money will go to Truth Ministries and pay for the operating costs of 40 spaces. Now, to be clear, these aren't new spaces. This money is to keep existing spaces open and low barrier, meaning people don't have to do things like pass a drug test or go to church in order to get in. The money comes from the federal stimulus package. And finally, there was a third big proposal on the table. It dealt not with emergency overnight shelters, but what's often called a bridge shelter. That's a place where people stay for just a couple months and they get in by referral only, and then they work closely with a case manager. Ideally, they later move on to more independent housing afterwards. The current bridge shelter is called the Way Out Shelter, and it's run by the Salvation Army. And a resolution considered tonight would have allocated $3.5 million over the next 5 years to pay them to run it. But council instead decided to defer the ordinance to a later meeting. There are more details of the agreement with the Salvation Army that need to be ironed out before they'll be ready to vote. Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.